the Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Steve Angeli makes the grab, breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Again, it's Angeli. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Angeli fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Running inside. It's Welch. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Booster! Squid!
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That's a fumble on the play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The run inside. It's Young. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
And the Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. Off play action. Under fire. He's got him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Hard running there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. My goodness, he unloads on that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Miller with the ball. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Angeli on the play action. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Throwing Angeli. Unloads to the wideout. Williams open on the right side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. They'll move the tight end. They go play action with Angeli. Buys a little time. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Steve Angeli. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Angeli from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Booth. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. He'll start this drive firing. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside. It's Welsh. There's some room. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Young. Fights off a defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Avoids pressure on the right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. The snap sets up the throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying the run, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. And Jelly to throw for it on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Just got 1 on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Welch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Going to take a shot on second and short. The short hands, it's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Calls his own number. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Motion from the back. Using his feet. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Now on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Motion from the wide receiver. Let it go! Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try to slam it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Colorado! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return has stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Angeli. Got a man. It's Miller. At the 40. There he goes. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again. Angeli on the play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Again, it's Angeli. Got a big ball up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throwing Angeli. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Again, it's Angeli. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. The Orange answer the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Young. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Gets it out quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
Running inside, it's Welsh.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! Quick strike through the air for the score. The Buffaloes lead back on top. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Steve Angeli. Oh, they're after him. And they'll knock him down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out to the right. Fires to the wideout. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, and how about that on 4th down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They go play action with Angeli. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Angeli. Caught.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
So now it's 2nd and long. Again, it's Angeli. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing Angeli right down the middle. Touchdown Orange. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The Orange answer the score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Blue 22, blue 22. Shift. Go.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Ready, go.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give on the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Buffs now use their 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Steve Angeli. And He was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's going to throw deep right side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.